What if the world you know is built on secrets? What if history's most chilling enigmas are still waiting for someone, maybe you, to decode them? Tonight, we're diving into 7 real, fascinating events that have baffled experts, haunted families, and inspired wild theories for generations. Brace yourself for what you're about to watch. These stories are mesmerizing. Imagine a group of 9 skilled hikers deep in the Russian wilderness in 1959. They're young, experienced, and prepared for anything. Or so they thought. But when rescuers found their abandoned camp, it looked like a scene from a horror movie. The tent was slashed open from the inside. Footprints led into the darkness, some barefoot, some in socks, despite temperatures dropping to -30 degrees Celsius. The bodies were scattered in the snow, some with crushed ribs and skulls, others with missing eyes and tongue. Strangest of all, their clothes contained traces of radiation. Nearby villagers reported seeing glowing orange orbs in the sky that night. Was it a secret Soviet weapons test, an avalanche, or something not of this world? 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass Incident is still Russia's most chilling unsolved mystery. What terrified those hikers so much that they ran into the frozen night, never to return? Some evidence was hidden for decades. Investigators found mysterious metallic spheres woven into the hikers' clothes, evidence of secret weapons testing, perhaps, or something even stranger. Some believe this information was deliberately buried in Soviet classified files for years. Christmas Eve, 1945. The Sodder family's home in West Virginia erupts in flames. 5 children vanish without a trace. But here's where it gets strange. No remains are found in the ashes. The fire wasn't hot enough to destroy bones, and the family's ladder, crucial for any rescue, was found tossed down a nearby embankment. Before the fire, a stranger had warned the father, "Your house will go up in smoke, and your children are going to be destroyed." After the fire, the Sodders received a bizarre photo in the mail, showing a young man who looked just like one of their missing sons, with a cryptic message on the back. Was it a mafia kidnapping, a cover-up, or something even darker? Hauntingly, just before the fire, someone cut the Sodder family's phone line, sabotage, not accident, ensuring their desperate calls for help would never reach the outside world, as their children vanished forever. The Sodder family spent their lives searching for answers, but the fate of their children remains one of America's most heartbreaking mysteries. December 1872. The Mary Celeste, a sturdy merchant ship, is found adrift in the Atlantic. The crew is gone, vanished without a trace. The ship's cargo is untouched. The crew's belongings are still in their quarters. The last log entry is routine, with no hint of trouble. The lifeboat is missing, but there's no sign of violence, no blood, no struggle. Some say the crew abandoned ship after a possible alcohol leak, fearing an explosion. Others whisper about pirates, sea monsters, or even alien abduction. But here's the hook. The Mary Celeste was found in seaworthy condition, with enough food and water for 6 months. Why would an experienced captain and crew leave everything behind in the middle of the ocean? To this day, the Mary Celeste drifts through history as the world's most famous ghost ship, her secrets lost to the deep. June 30th, 1908. A blinding flash lights up the Siberian sky. Moments later, a shockwave flattens 80 million trees across 800 square miles, an area larger than London. Eyewitnesses describe a fireball brighter than the sun, followed by a blast so powerful it knocked people off their feet 40 miles away. Yet when scientists finally reach the site, there's no crater, just scorched earth and trees radiating out from a mysterious epicenter. The leading theory is a meteor or comet exploded in the atmosphere, but no fragments were ever found. At ground zero, trees stood eerily upright, stripped bare like ghostly matchsticks, forming a blast pattern so bizarre that even today's scientists can't recreate it. Nature's fingerprint on an impossible explosion. Some locals reported seeing strange lights and even flying objects before the blast. Could it have been antimatter, a black hole, or something even more bizarre? The Tunguska Event remains the largest unexplained explosion in recorded history. If it happened today, it could wipe out a major city in seconds. What really happened in the Siberian wilderness that morning? Imagine living in a town where a mysterious sound haunts you day and night. A low, relentless hum that only a few can hear, but once you do, you can't escape it. Since the early 1990s, residents of Taos, New Mexico, have reported this strange phenomenon. It's not picked up by microphones. It doesn't show up on scientific instruments. Yet, for those who hear it, the Taos Hum is real and maddening. Some say it's a secret military project. Others blame underground geological activity or even mass hysteria. But here's the twist. The hum has driven some residents to move away, desperate for silence. Despite decades of investigation, no one has ever found the source. Is it a natural phenomenon, a government secret, or something else entirely? If you visited Taos, would you hear the hum, and would it haunt you forever? So, Strasbourg, France, July 1518. A woman steps into the street and, begins to dance. She just can't stop, and I mean really can't stop. Within a few days, dozens join her, men, women, even children, dancing for hours, sometimes even days without rest. Historical records claim that some dancers collapsed from exhaustion, and a few reportedly danced themselves to death. Authorities, desperate to help, even hired musicians, hoping to cure the afflicted by letting them dance it out. Priests even paraded holy relics through Strasbourg's streets, hoping to break the curse, but the dancers only grew wilder, collapsing in the summer heat as if possessed by something otherworldly. Was it mass hysteria, ergot poisoning from mouldy bread, or maybe a psychological phenomenon triggered by stress and famine? No one knows for sure. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of the strangest outbreaks in medical history. In the late 16th century, over 100 English settlers vanished from Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. When the colony's governor returned after a supply trip, he found the settlement deserted, with no sign of struggle or violence. Bizarrely, the only clue was the word Croatoan carved into a post and CRO etched into a nearby tree. Modern DNA tests have revealed mysterious English ancestry in local tribes. This could indicate that the colonists may have survived. Yet not a single artifact or clue has ever surfaced to prove their fate. Did the colonists assimilate with local tribes, fall victim to disease or disaster, or disappear for another reason? Despite centuries of searching, no definitive trace of the colonists has ever been found. The Lost Colony of Roanoke remains one of America's oldest and most enduring unsolved mysteries. From vanished colonies to unexplained disasters, these mysteries remind us how much of our past is still shrouded in darkness. Which of these events do you find the most intriguing? Do you have your own theory? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more mysteries from Yes to No Why. Until next time, keep questioning and keep wondering why. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these unsolved mysteries, don't forget to subscribe for more unexplained phenomena, historical enigmas, psychology, and more facts.